What's up, everybody? Back with another Reddit video. Uh, and now, look, I promise, y'all won't be hearing no more smoke detector in the background anymore. Even though ain't nobody say nothing about it, but I know it would eventually, it definitely would have eventually been said in the comments. But yeah, we back with another video now. I think I picked a good topic this time. It's relationship advice. So let's get to the video. My 34-year-old mother is unintentionally saying harmful things to my black wife. 34 male. Wait. Huh? Yeah, I think he meant to say female. Wait. So your wife and mother the same age? Hmm. My 34. My. What? My 34 male mother. What is going on here already in the captions? What is going on here? I'm skipping over these numbers. I'm not going to even lie to you. My mother is intentionally saying harmful things to my black wife and is causing issues with our family in need of advice on how to handle this situation. I am white. Me and my family all grew up in the suburbs where most of the people we surrounded with are white. Okay. Almost 3 years ago, I got married to a black girl named Destiny. For the most part, we gotten along with our family great. I have two sisters who are both married as well to white guys. Our family already tried to do fun stuff together. Let's get together on birthdays and Christmas. One of the things we do together is a yearly weekend camping trip in a warmer month. The eight of us will go camping together for a weekend. This year get together was supposed to be couples weekend. Okay, from now on Mother's Day weekend, over the course of being with my wife and being around our family, my mother has sometimes naively said some hurtful comments to my wife. Ooh, that can get tricky. It really can. My wife has locks, and early on in our marriage, my mom will offer to look at her hair and try to touch it and make comments like, oh, God, what? Nah, that's disrespectful. And made comments like, oh my gosh, this is your natural hair? Wow, I just can't believe this is yours. It's not braided or anything. This would make my wife feel very uncomfortable. Yes, I'm sure it definitely will. And she felt like she was on display for my mother as if she was looking at an alien or something. So after a few of these instances, I reached out to my mom and asked her to please not try to touch my wife's hair anymore. Yeah, yeah, good stuff. You definitely did the right thing right there. But there would be other comments too. The one time it was just me, my wife, and my parents together, and my wife will open up about her troubled past. My mom would make comments like, wow, that's awful. Growing up, we used to read stories about terrible things like that in the paper. I never knew I would actually know someone in real life who went through those sort of things. Oh my God. At the family campout weekend last year, some of us were talking about some burgers that someone made, and one of them ended up being super dark and burnt. And my mom tried to make a joke about burnt burgers and said, wow, that one's way darker than all the rest of them, just like you, Destiny. Oh no, see, y'all, you have to say something right there. No, I know that's your mama. No, you have to say something. No, that was too disrespectful. No, 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 no way, no way. Just like you? No. Me, my wife, and sister who was in the room gave a courteous laugh, but I think it made all of us feel uncomfortable. It, that ain't nothing funny. Like, why would you even laugh at you laughing at that, making your mom feel like it was okay to say? If nobody laughed at it, she would have known like, damn, did I say something wrong? But y'all laughed at it, and so now she like, oh, that was okay for me to say that, which wasn't. Later that night in our room, my wife vented to me about she thought it was hurtful and a bad joke. The next morning, my mom did approach my wife and apologize to her. But a few months after that, which was a few months ago from now, my mom made another unnecessary comment to us. My wife had posted a video of us together. there is a Tupac song in the background. My mom thought of the lyrics in the song were questionable. So she messaged me privately saying, "Hey, are you sure that song is the best song to use with your video? I heard some of the lyrics, they might give off a bad impression to people. It isn't the best way to show your love to Jesus to people." So I, of course, showed this message to my wife because not only did I think it wasn't anything wrong with the song, but I gave my wife the okay to post it. And my wife took offense to it because it's another instance where my mom doesn't understand the culture my wife is coming from. And so she takes things the wrong way and opens her mouth at the time where it's unnecessary. No one else has a problem with the song in our video, including our friends and close friends we both have, black and white. But my mom took it upon herself to message me saying or sharing her opinion about it. So at this point, I took it upon myself to have a phone conversation with my mom, letting her know that some of the things she's been saying is a little out of bounds, and that you need to be careful on how you say things to my wife or about my wife because there are different cultures at play, and you don't really know about or understand. And I, as a husband, while I am white, feel like I have pretty good handle on things in terms of running our marriage and whatnot. So we do not need you to give your opinion on things like that. We live in a city and our close mutual friends come from diverse backgrounds. And if either one of us do things that's out of bounds, they'll let us know about it, which is good, which is healthy. So that was a few months ago. No issues since then. However, a few months ago, my mom made it known that she wants the family campout weekend to be over Mother's Day weekend this year, so she can have a nice Mother's Day weekend with all of us. And they mentioned the cost it would be for each couple to go, only a couple hundred. But me and my wife made a very modest amount of money. We're not really sure how much my one sister and her husband makes, but my other sister and her husband do make a good amount of money. So we privately told my parents that we would do that, but we would pay them for over a course of a few months, not all at once. So over the past few months, we developed a payment plan, with them where we would Venmo them a quarter of the money each month, accumulating next month, May, where we could pay the final amount. So last week, my mom took it upon herself to message the entire family about Mother's Day camping weekend that she is looking forward to. She just talks about how much she's looking forward to it and how much she loves us. And at the end, she mentioned everyone still owe them for the trip. So you guys fully paid my rich sister and brother-in-laws. So you guys partially paid. And you guys still owe us, my sister and her husband. She said this to the whole family like our family group text thread. This really annoyed me and my wife because we felt very uncomfortable about the rest of the family knowing that we have partially paid. Like we feel like our financial business is no one else's business. Yeah, that's true. And that us paying my parents should be between us and them alone. Wait, hold up. Okay, cool. My bad, y'all. I had to see if I was even recording this because it happened to me before where I'm reading this stuff and I didn't even record. So all right, let me get back to where I was at. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to it. This really annoyed me and my wife because we felt very uncomfortable about the rest of our family knowing that we have partially paid. Like we feel like our financial business is nobody else's business, which is not. And that us paying my parents should be between us and them alone. And the fact that she told everyone else that me and my wife have only partially paid makes us look bad and embarrass both of us. Yeah, I can see that. But do you think your other siblings would judge you, or do you think their partners would judge? To be honest, sometimes I think we overjudge ourselves and feel like somebody gonna judge, but really it's just us overjudging. But that's just how I feel. So at this point, my wife had it with my mom saying things to make her feel uncomfortable. And she's very adamant that she now does not want to go on these family weekends. Oh, man. So I text my mom and we will not be coming and tell her exactly why. I first asked her not to talk about our financial stuff like that to the rest of the family. And that makes it both of us feel uncomfortable. And I told her at my wife's request that due to this, the other past racial comments made towards my wife, that she does not feel comfortable going on the weekend trip, that I will be standing by her and not going either. Man, I wonder how the mom. Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading, but I want to see the mom face. Like, I know he writing this stuff, but I want to see the mom face. So my mom texts me back saying that she is sorry, that she is confused as to what racial comments I'm referring to, or wanting to know what was said to my wife, which again annoyed me and my wife because we talked about this sort of thing with her before. So we're confused as to how she don't know what I'm referring to. My mom said that she just will cancel the whole weekend now and just refund everybody their money. We told her no, please do not cancel because of us. But she said that it's supposed to be a family weekend, that if everybody else is there and not us, they're going to be wondering why we're not there and asking questions about why we're not there. So my mom told us, don't worry, they'll cancel it, but we'll word it in a way to make it look like my parents was the one that did it. Okay. This annoyed me and my wife even more. Everything your mama doing is annoying you, man. Everything your mama doing is annoying you. This annoyed me and my wife even more because we felt like she is not being honest with everyone else and canceling the whole weekend just because me and her won't be there. So my mom then sent a text out to the whole family saying, hey, since life is busy and things are expensive, oh my God, things are expensive. How do you guys feel about it? We'll just cancel the Mother's Day weekend. We can refund everybody the way we still get together on Mother's Day, and everybody can have more money in their pockets. Oh my goodness. She is being petty. I think she was thinking both my sisters and their husband would just agree to cancel, which would cover up everything. But both of my sisters said no, they want to go and they're looking forward to it. And they want to do it Mother's Day weekend for my mom. So it kind of backfired on my mom because now, if the weekend doesn't happen, it would still make it look like me and my wife are the reasons why the weekend isn't happening. So at this point, my mom and dad are still saying they don't know what racial comments I was referring to about my wife, and they want to talk about it with us. My sister and her husband are totally in the dark. My wife is saying that we should all have a family sit down and talk about this all at the table, all out in the open. My mom is asking for a meetup with just my parents, me, my wife. But my wife strongly just want 8 of us to get together and talk about it. Because my sister and her husband either don't know my mom has been making these sort of comments to us, or they just don't understand how it's having lingering effect on my wife and our relationship with with our mom. I ain't gonna lie. From the sound of this, it sounds like your mom is very petty, man. And I'm gonna say this: a lot of the folks back in the '60s, '70s, '80s that grew up in them times, '90s too, also, they have no filter at all. Like at all. Cause I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes my mom say stuff that I'll just be like, Mom, you really just said that? Like they really have no filter in the stuff they say. Sometimes they don't mean no harm by it, but at the same time it's like, did you really just say that? You really just said that. That's really just came out your mouth right now. And they be like, wait, what was wrong? What was wrong with what I just said? Oh my God. So I think your mom really is confused at what hurt. Like that burger comment. Like this burger is super dark, just like your wife. Come on now. And then she's like, wait, what did I say wrong? Oh my goodness. You know, they're really out here like that. They really don't know what they're saying wrong. It's really, like, it is. I feel your pain, man. I really feel your pain. But I mean, yeah, y'all just have to come to a mutual agreement on if everybody gonna sit down. I don't think all y'all should be able to sit down. I just think this is between you and your wife and the mother. It sounds like the father don't care, to be honest. It sounds like the father just like, hey, let me sit down and watch TV while y'all talk. It sounds like the father don't care. which is, I mean, which is okay, I guess. But let's go ahead and read some of the comments now. Like this. I guess I'll read this one. Sometimes I don't. One of the comments thread throughout this post is that you let your mother hurtful comments slide in a moment you don't address them with her until long afterwards. Yes, you should be more actively defending your wife in a moment and speaking up immediately whenever your mom says something out of pocket. Yes, that's what I'm saying. When she said that little dark burger comment and you laughed uncomfortably, you wasn't supposed to laugh at all. Because now your mom think, oh yeah, everybody laughed at it. It was a jokey joke. No, it wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't. Your wife. Wait. You should be able to say, Mom, that's an inappropriate thing to say. Please apologize for comparing my wife to a hamburger. The first time she tried to touch your wife's hair, you should have stopped her and asked her not to do it. Yeah. When your mom messaged you about the lyrics to the Tupac song, you should have just told her to mind her business instead of showing her message to the wife. Yes, that's true. You didn't have to show it to your wife. You could have just said, Mom, this is what song we gonna use. This what we doing. Hold on. Okay. She's your mom and it's your job to do your best to actively make your wife feel more comfortable in your family. Yes, that's true. It's not good enough for you to just awkwardly keep silent in a moment and then save up all your resentment and hurtful feelings for a phone call after that fact. Your wife cannot enforce boundaries with her mother-in-law as well as you can with your mother. Facts. Part of this just seems like you and your wife now so used to your mom disrespecting you that you just waiting on any little moment to be hurt. Facts. I don't understand why you took it personally that she told everybody you had partial payment when she had already also telling the same group of people that your siblings hadn't paid at all yet. How is it embarrassing to know that you paid less and one sibling? That's what I'm saying. I feel like you overthinking this stuff, man. I mean, not everybody is rich in life, man. Not everybody is rich. I'm talking about money wise. Not everybody is rich. I'm not surprised that your wife is at her limits because she had to endure years of best case ignorance, worst case racial comments from her in-laws. Yeah, that's definitely true. And her husband haven't been doing a good enough job standing up for her. Maybe try another get together and commit yourself to calling it out at the moment if any rude or racial comments happen and see how that goes. But if you can't commit to more actively defending your wife, then I think you should both take some time apart from your family. That's a great comment. That's definitely a great comment. Let's see what else. Alright. You are wrong. You should never have married a black woman if you were unwilling to stand up for her when your mother is being racist. Why in the world would you laugh at a racist joke? True. You should be pushing back in the moment. That's not funny. You're being inappropriate. Public disrespect should be called out publicly. Tell your mother to knock it off and go no contact if she does not stop. You're being a bad husband because you're not protecting your wife. I pray your wife isn't foolish enough to have children with you. Ooh. Oh, this comment was mad. This comment was very mad. They were very mad. Let me see what else. Give me another one. You are naive. Your mom is a racist. You can't tell me that in this day and age she doesn't know exactly what she's doing. Facts. That is facts. But, okay, I'm going to wrap this up, y'all. Y'all heard my opinion. We read comments. Yeah, so let's see what we got in store for tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow.